One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's flat. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will have the football first. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this high-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
And this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David, and I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams were going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Lockett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Robinson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Baylor Bears offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. enough play action. Under fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one. Got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Anderson will throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's King. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Rigby. Turning it on. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down.
Tight end trying to get in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Bears! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. goes at the 18. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Durham. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He's got an open man. A huge play. All the way to the... 5-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Black. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of
on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They just keep firing. Caught in the backfield. It's Lee. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooner. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 2nd down coming up. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Rigby. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rigby. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. They're trailing by just 4 to Oregon. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Got out of trouble and throws. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Quickly to the tight end. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. And the Bears are in the hurry-up. Anderson will throw. Got the quick pass. He's right out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He's got it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback may change this route. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Anderson wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. Huge stand by the defense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can...
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Anderson will throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bears will punt this one away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Robinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Breaks into the open. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
The Sooners are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a shot. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Anderson wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry up. Right on the money. And he's to the 48-yard line. That would be good enough for a 1st down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. There he goes. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Bears come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Anderson will throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. It's on target and complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after three quarters. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. He's going for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. Looking to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Baylor! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the fourth quarter. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Sooners are in a mess here on third and a mile. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Gets it to him on the screen. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Secures it at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Anderson wants to throw, using the quick game.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got it. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
He'll sneak it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But, Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping right there.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have that.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Catch in the middle. It's Lockett. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown Sooners. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Anderson will throw. Got his man down the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking to fire. Finds his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Looking to throw. Back's looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
He is in there. The 2-point conversion gives them the lead, and what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's Lee. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, it's picked off. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.